Good morning. This morning our food review is from Mezimo here in Ladies Market in the heart of Sofia. And I'm here with my favourite American, this is Smithy. And we're going to try, we got a grill here, I'll give you a look at it. It's hard to get the angle. But it's a grill here that we got, which we're going to, a sort of a grill platter. This is a grill house. This is a grill house here in Ladies Market, and this is real Sofia. This is real Sofia. Try that. Tell us what you think. Sure. And first I'll try this bit of sausage. This suits me perfectly at the moment. And why I'm here is because a Swiss woman told me I had to lower my cholesterol. She said, your breathing's too heavy, it's your cholesterol. So at first I went into denial and I said, no, there's nothing wrong with my breathing, there's nothing wrong with my breathing. And then as I ate waffles the next morning for breakfast, I said, here, fuck this, she's right, you know, there's no point in going into denial. And I started a diet lowering the cholesterol. So a lot more eggs, a lot more meats, a selection of eggs and meats in the morning. And usually this is a very expensive diet, but the breakfast in Hostel Master facilitates this nicely. A nice selection of meats, a nice selection of eggs, scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, every egg. And so I'm on a diet of eggs, cheeses, meats, yogurts, and that sort of thing, and meat. So this meat thing serves me greatly. This is a lump of a kebab that we got big kebab for $7.50. All this cost 15 lev, and quite a good selection of meat for 15 lev. So again, that's €7.50. And I think that's excellent value. What's very safe? Oh yeah, 15 lev. Yeah, 15 lev. I'll leave it there. That doesn't include the beers. That doesn't include the beers. Well, he's on coke because he's working. I think it is best.
It's quite good and very affordable too.
And very affordable.
Very affordable.
So what do you think of Hostel Mostel and Sofia in general? How is hostel life?
Well, I've been here in Europe since late March, and I've been to 2 other hostels, and I have to say that Hostel Mostel is probably the best one that I've stayed at so far.
The vibe is good.
Yeah, the vibe is very good. The facilities are, like I said, the best. The price is the best for what you get. They're more organized and they have more things to offer than the usual hostel. So I highly recommend it.
What do you think of Sofia and the way it's developing?
I'm sorry, what was
What do you think of Sofia and the way it's developing? It's developing very, very fast.
Well, I've never been here before, so I couldn't really give you my opinion about how it's growing. It reminds me a lot of other European cities that I've been to, specifically in Eastern Europe, and that a lot of money is coming in. They're spending a lot of money to restore and rehabilitate some of the buildings and that. So
You can still a good place to invest.
oh yeah, it's very early here if you want to invest, in my opinion. Unlike places like Poland, which are like highly developed and the prices are higher, I would come here to invest. Not only because it's cheaper, but you're early, insofar as, other investment capital, competing with you, or chasing you out.
Are we putting a golf course in Rico Turnover?
I worry about the viability of putting a golf course there. I mean, I think it would be a nice place to put one. My worry would be, getting enough clients out there.
Build the infrastructure around the golf course, but do your golf course and build the rest of it. It's a blank canvas. It's a blank canvas. Rico Turnover is mine as far as I'm concerned. And ladies' gym, airsoft business, Irish pub, but it's a beautiful city.
It is a beautiful city.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful area.
And
you
there's
know.
only 3 golf courses in Bulgaria. So.
Yeah, 2 of them are just outside of town here, from what I've read.
So Velika Turnova would be a beautiful resort for a golf course, and loads of land, and land very suitable for golf course because of the hills and everything that's in it. What do you think? Perfect for golf course. Maybe.
No, it's rolling. It's good ground. You know, I wouldn't argue that at all. Like I said, it's just not near, you know, a huge population center, so I don't know, you know, how much business you'd be able to get for your investment.
We have to be able to have somewhere to do a bit of business,
True.
and for the rich lads to spend their money.
And I would say another question would be, you know, what do the people want? You know,
Chances I don't think they'd even
you
ask.
know, the people that actually live there. You know, would they appreciate a golf course?
I don't
being
think
built
I don't
there?
think I'd even ask them. But sure, they've been very. All Sofia seems to have this delusion that they want to be westernized all of a sudden. But I suppose this stems from. Well, there was that man this morning was telling me about the communist regime in Eastern Germany. So I suppose if I had that experience, I'd want to be westernized as well. And it's very hard to explain the pitfalls of capitalism. Like I was just explaining this morning that I speak out against capitalism, but I enjoy capitalism. But I didn't reach the trajectory that America are on, where you have to work 3 fucking jobs just to have the lifestyle that I was used to. But as I said, keep inflating and crashing the system, keep inflating and enslaving you more and more and more. Now you'll enjoy the early days of it, but in the long term, it's not a good trajectory to be on. But I suppose all we can do is lead by example with a different means of social reform, Libertarianism based on virtue ethics is my plan. But the people in Velika Turnova and all the people in Bulgaria, as far as I can see, have a thirst for capitalism.
Well, I mean, they were not living it for 50 years, so.
Yeah, and as I said, if I was listening to your man this morning, when you go into the shops and there's no butter and you have to wait 17 years for a car, I suppose when you factor in that too, like you could say, that was bullshit, and that would create a thirst for nice things and capitalism. But as I say, you know, you can also look at the trajectory of America and do something different. That's my point. I suppose I'm picking off this, yeah. Right, what do you think of the food?
It's very good. Very good. Yeah.
Good food.
Very
That's your
tasty.
bread roll as well. Yeah, very tasty, isn't it?
Well, I've had the sausage. The sausage is quite good. It's got some flavor to it too.
And don't forget the chop. Chops are nice.
Well, I just had a piece of that actually. But getting back to America, I think, you know, the current path that we're on, insofar as capitalism is concerned, is not sustainable. I mean, it's getting too expensive for the average person to do anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what I mean. Completely enslaved. All that's left to do is work and fucking and pay your bills. Work and pay your bills.
Well, I think what I'm doing.
While the elite get richer and richer.
On the other hand, though, I think what I'm doing is probably the start of what you're going to see in the future, which is, I think, you know, for a lot of Americans, it's going to be too expensive to live there, and they're just going to leave. You know, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I came here. You know, it's just too crazy, right?
So instead of everybody going to America will come in everywhere else. We have a complete inversion. We'll have all the Americans leaving America.
Well, it's already happening in America to a degree. A lot of people are leaving, you know, like outrageous places like New York and Los Angeles and moving to Texas because, you know...
Is Texas not rich, no?
It is rich, but the thing is, like housing, for instance, you know, you sell your house in LA for $1 million and that's 1,000 square feet, and you can go to Texas with your $1 million and get yourself what we call a McMansion. You know,
What's a McMansion?
it's like a prefabricated, you know, kind of mansion that you would get at a franchise like McDonald's, right? I mean, it's kind of cookie cutter, but you know, you can get
So
yourself.
I'm nearly making an IKEA home now.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know, for your $1 million, you can get like a 4,000 square foot, you know, house for the $1 million for your little box,
Uh-huh.
you know, in LA. And a lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are leaving LA for Texas.
And is Texas cheap, like, generally?
Yeah, you know, I mean,
Despite the fact that everybody's rich.
the cost of living there is just dramatically cheaper, like, you know, 50% cheaper on average.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, going to LA, everything's like double the price, you know, automatically, you know, without even thinking about it.
Uh-huh.
You know, to register your car in Texas, you know, it's $70. You know, in LA, it's $400.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just to give you an idea of what it's like, you know, just trying to exist in LA.
Yeah.
You know, try thinking about paying that much to register your vehicle and you're working, you know, minimum wage job, you know, in LA at some convenience store. You know, it's damn near impossible.
Uh-huh. Well, that's what I was saying about capitalism. I did enjoy capitalism. But as I say, like, when I went to America then, I said, sure, I'd need 3 jobs. I'd need 3 jobs to just to have a house and just to have a car to go to work. I said, fuck this. But now they say Ireland is the richest, the 3rd richest country in the world per capita. And I say that's horseshit. They're just being more and more enslaved because everything's more expensive and they're getting paid more money. But that's not rich. You know what I mean? Relatively, that's not rich. If everything's more expensive and you have to work really, really hard just to pay your bills and to match the inflation, that's not rich. You know, not in my book anyway.
Well,
You're a slave, like, you're a slave.
I've heard, you know, the average Irish person can't really afford to live in their own country. You know?
Well, here I am.
There you go.
You can't afford to live without, you just work hard. Or they can go on the dole. You can afford it if you go on the dole. You'll be state sponsored. Like. That's nearly the best way to exist in Ireland.
Well, I mean, it's kind of that way in America too. You know, you're better off being on welfare than you are actually working.
You get money to smoke weed in the porch.
Well, you don't have to work, so you have all the spare time. You know, and it's all,
You've all the spare time to make money.
you know, it's all subsidized by the government, right? So, I mean, a lot of people. I mean,
The only thing that's not subsidised is the healthcare, is it? That's for fuck all.
oh, that's subsidized for poor people too, right? I remember, you know, my mother, you know, got divorced and, you know, she tried to make a go of it working and, you know, it got to be too much. So we went on welfare and we actually had more money
On welfare, that you
on
have
welfare than we were actually working, yeah. So
That's that was very much the case in Ireland as well. It was the case for me anyway when I had my own place. I had a gym and actually I had to close the gym and say, no, you pay me 200. Turn the tables on the extortion. Now, I make it off this because I only get 15 minutes. So to round up, what did I say the name of this place was?
I don't know. I can't remember. It starts with an M, I think.
It starts with a name and we're here in Ladies Market. It's a grill house anyway, at the far end of Ladies Market. And this Ladies Market is perfect for all the fresh fruit and fresh veg, but really, low prices, like really reasonable prices. Like. Yeah. But inner city Bulgaria. But as you can see, I'm promoting these value places. This is real Bulgaria. Real Bulgaria. Bulgaria is all about the meats. There's none of the meat and potatoes. It's not it, but it's tasty. Right, mind yourselves. I'll see you later. Bye.